What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hot Commodity, and today we are covering something that I haven't covered in a while, WWE NXT, live from August 20th, 2020 tour. We're on the road to NXT No Mercy, so we've got a lot of matches and implications taking place tonight for that pay-per-view. So we start out the show seeing Izzy Dame attacking Karen Petrovich backstage. Carmen, not Karen. Carmen Petrovich. While Carmen is walking into the arena, Carmen was supposed to be involved in that Gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's title, but it doesn't look good for her. We then see the new WWE NXT Tag Team Champions Chase U coming out with all members as well. Andre Chase says it's a new year here at Chase University. We are new NXT Tag Team Champions. Thea Hale says, I'm so proud of you both. They thank Ridge Holland. And then Axiom and Nathan Frazer come out. Nathan says, congratulations. Axiom says, we don't think you're the best team. We are. Frazer then says, we might have ran ourselves into the ground. You picked a perfect time to fight us. Holland said, boys, I don't appreciate you interrupting a Chase U celebration. I came to NXT to find myself. Chase U stood by my side. And then Axiom says, that's lovely, but we still want a tag team title shot. And then Duke Hudson says, if you beat Chase U's members tonight, you'll get a title shot, possibly at No Mercy. So we have Riley Osbourne and Duke Hudson with Chase U taking on the former NXT Tag Team Champions, Axiom and Nathan Frazer. And this is a really good match, a lot of action. Nathan lands a springboard reverse Spanish fly for a 2 count. Frazer lands a superplex to Riley Osbourne, and then Axiom hits a flying splash, and Axiom and Nathan Frazer get the win and possibly a title opportunity at No Mercy. Kelani Jordan is backstage. She's the NXT Women's North American Champion. She's looking for something. We then see Wendy Choo taking on Lola Vice. Wendy has control for most of the match. Lola lands a power slam. Wendy lands a neck breaker, and she hangs Lola Vice upside down and lands a drop kick. Kelani Jordan runs out. Lola accidentally hits Jordan, and then Wendy Choo nails Lola Vice with a pillow, and Wendy gets the win. After Kelani grabs the mic and tells Wendy Choo, if you want to steal my title, how about you earn it at No Mercy? Kelani hits Wendy Choo with a pillow and pulls out the NXT North American Women's title. Obviously, that's why Lola Vice lost, because the pillow was loaded, and it looks like Wendy Choo is going to get her hands on Kelani Jordan at No Mercy. We get an interview with Wes Lee. He trashes Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry tells Wes Lee what he did to the Rascals was disgusting. Lee says the pinnacle of your career won't even be like the bottom of mine. Hendry says, tonight I'm going to make a believer of myself. We then get a promo with Fallon Henley and JC Jane saying they are the leaders. Jasmine says they are she's the smartest woman for joining them. They say everyone should look up to them. They are the influence. Next up, we have our number one contenders gauntlet match for the NXT Women's Championship. Wren Sinclair fights Sol Ruca. Arianna Rizzo comes out. Rizzo gets eliminated after taking a Northern Lights bomb. Brimley Reese comes out. Kendall Grey then follows after her. Reese gets eliminated. Jaida Parker comes out next and eliminates Grey from the match. And then Sol Ruca eliminates Sinclair. It comes down to Jaida Parker and Sol Ruca. Sol hits a German, and then Sol misses a flying splash. Jaida Parker hits a drive-by, and Jaida Parker gets the win. She will take on NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez at No Mercy. That will be an exciting match. NXT Champion All Ego Ethan Page says what's best for this brand is for All Ego to be champion. Pete Dunne confronts Ethan Page backstage. We then see Hank and Tank defeat Gallows and Anderson. This match was boring. NXT Heritage Cup champion Charlie Dempsey comes out next. Wren Sinclair says Charlie Dempsey is the greatest wrestler. NXT North American champion Oba Femi comes out. Oba says when it comes to the most prestigious title in NXT, it's this one. The D'Angelo family then come out interrupting the segment. Tony says, lucky for you, Charlie Dempsey, I got my eye on something else. The D'Angelo family attacks the no quarter catch crew, and Tony D'Angelo lands a spine buster to Oba Femi and tosses the title belt on top of him. Ashante Thee Adonis takes on Dion Lennox and gets the win after landing a super kick. Adante has sort of adapted this Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels gimmick for his run here at NXT. We made it to our main event here, the NXT Championship #1 contenders triple threat match. Wes Lee versus Pete Dunne versus Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is a TNA wrestling competitor, so it's the first time we're seeing a competitor from another promotion actually actively compete in another promotion. Well, we've seen this before, but not in WWE. So Joe Hendry lands a fallaway slam. And then he also lands a double fallaway slam. Wes Lee hits a double springboard moonsault. Pete Dunne applies a double finger locks and then an axe flex. Wes Lee lands a tornado DDT to Pete Dunne for a 2. Pete Dunne snaps Wes Lee's fingers. Joe Hendry hits a sit-out chokeslam to Pete Dunne. All ego Ethan Page pulls out the referee as Joe Hendry gets a pin. Hendry slams Wes Lee onto the announce table. Hendry then chokeslams Pete Dunne. Ethan Page won't let the referee through. Pete Dunne lands a bitter end to Joe Hendry, but Trick Williams attacks Pete Dunne. Joe Hendry pins Pete Dunne, and Joe Hendry is the new #1 contender and will take on NXT champion Ethan Page at No Mercy. Ethan Page is shocked by this. He tried everything to prevent this from actually happening. After the match, though, Zachary Wentz of the Rascals and TNA wrestler attacks his former friend, Wes Lee, and it looks like we'll probably get a Wes Lee versus Zachary Wentz match. A lot of exciting stuff here. We found out Jaida Parker will take on Roxanne Perez. Tony D'Angelo will take on Oba Femi for the NXT North American title at No Mercy. NXT Tag Champions Chase U will take on Axiom and Nathan Frazer. And Joe Hendry will take on the NXT champion Ethan Page. A lot of stuff coming your way as we continue on with WWE this year. We've got SmackDown, AEW All In, AEW Dynamite and Collision, Monday Night Raw, and Bash in Berlin, all coming your way. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.